I start out on Monday, and that is with a pull workout. So throughout the week, I look to get 4 days of workouts in, and it's going to be split up with a pull, push, push, pull sequence. On these workout days, I am starting off light. I'm starting with a light weight, and then I'm going medium, and then I'm working up to the heaviest set. Now that heaviest set could be for 2 or 3 reps, but just it's nearly a mental game where you're working up to your heaviest set, that you know you have those reps left in the tank, whereas you're not fatigued earlier in the session. So on the Monday, it's going to be a pull routine, and it's going to be the deadlift. The back row is also going to be in there. So that's 2 major compound moves. As we know, compound moves will give you that bang for your buck where you're working multiple muscle joints at once. So the deadlift, obviously you're working legs, but you're also working lower back strength as well. So with the compound moves out of the way, I also bring in additional moves such as the pull-up. Now sometimes I'm going to go weighted with the pull-up just to give that extra tension. I also like to go between the barbell and the dumbbells. So I'm usually going to do a RDL heavy with the dumbbells, and again just going back to that lower back area. So day 2 is usually a push day, usually on a Tuesday, and again putting in those compound moves, the bench press and the barbell or the hack squat. Now this sequence is going to see me work out 4 days in the week. Push, pull, pull, push. But sometimes I also throw in a 5th day, maybe on a Saturday, and that could be focusing on arms specifically or on the legs specifically. And throwing in that extra day is actually an underrated tactic where you want to zone in on a particular muscle group. So then midweek on the Wednesday, usually a rest day, which brings us into Thursday, and that's going to be back to the pull sequence. This time, the focus is mainly on the upper body. Gonna bring in a single arm row, for instance, working each side of the body. Sometimes, most likely than not, isolation moves are going to be a really great friend in that you can pinpoint a particular muscle group that may be lagging behind, but it's also a really good way to work on any imbalances on any side of the body. Look to give the biceps some attention on this day with a pulling motion, usually with a barbell curl. So heading into day 4, the last day of the week, and it's going to be a push sequence. So starting off the week, I had the flat bench press. Now on this day, it's going to be the incline press, hitting the chest at a different angle, bringing in more of the upper chest to bring in a leg press also. Again, going back to the lower body, forcing tension with a pushing motion. But also the shoulders, I hear you ask. Well, this is where I'm going to bring in the overhead press for the front delts, but also the side lateral raise, bringing in the side delt. Right now, I find this workout is really working for me. As I said at the start of the video, starting light and working up to the heaviest set, it just gives you something to work towards. Do you know, you're increasing the weight, you're decreasing the reps, so you can put more focus onto the lift that you're doing. Now everybody is different, and what works for me may not work for you. But why not give it a shot? Why not take certain things from this, maybe bring it into your own routine? And if you do, why not let me know in a comment down below? Plenty more dropping on the channel, so keep it locked here, and until the next one, see you there.